are so many worlds to explore. There are so
Bon voyage! They're off, after months, maybe years of planning. Girls and adults just like you, travelers who have made the discovery that membership in a worldwide movement, the World Association of Girl Guides and Girl Scouts, makes a difference. It opens the doors to friendship, understanding, hospitality, especially at the 4 World Centers. Our chalet, high in the Alps of Switzerland, our cabana, overlooking the lovely city of Cuernavaca, Mexico. Olive House, in the very heart of London. Sangam, in faraway Pune, India. Here, Girl Scouts and Girl Guides from 91 countries can feel themselves part of one world family. Let's see what the centers are really like through pictures taken by people who have been there.
There are so many worlds to explore. There are so many worlds to explore. All you need to do is to open the door and let your spirit soar. High on the mountain, we founded our chalet. High on the mountain, we founded our chalet.
Our chalet, tucked in the fold of the mountain, near the little town of Adelboden. Take a deep breath and look around you. A place to find peace for the soul, and a place to find new friends. Friends from many parts of the world. A chance to live together, talk in easy intimacy. A chance to share new experiences. Gatherings of all kinds take place at our chalet. Training groups, committee meetings, sessions of girls, of adults. But many visitors come just for the day, riding first, of course, to be sure it's convenient. They come up from the little town of Adelboden, spread out just below our chalet, stopping along the way perhaps to see how cheese is really made by the Swiss, making friends with the local delivery boy, and getting to know some of the people of the town. Some visitors come in the winter on holiday. The skiing is simple but good, they say, and there's a cozy fire to come home to, a warm place to curl up and relax. In the summer, you might eat supper out of doors. It's pretty sure to be international cuisine, prepared by girls from every part of the world. You might camp out on a hillside. Try your skill with a Swiss alpenhorn. Meet up with a friendly neighbor along the path. Up in the mountains, there's the exhilarating experience of walking and climbing. Some of it can be pretty rugged, for experienced climbers only. But for everyone here, there's time, a place to think, to discover again the values of peace, of light, of silence. Now let's travel to southwest India, on the far side of the world. Through the train window, we glimpse the sights which show we're really in India, an ancient land with a different history and culture. We're at Sangam in Pune, in the state of Maharashtra. Sangam is the newest of our 4 world centers. Here, too, you live with friends from all over the world, each bringing the special flavor of her own country. Each, perhaps, taking turns teaching her native dance to others. This one is the Hokey Pokey from America. Patrols plan their own program, of course. It's sure to include a trip to the city of Pune, with a pause for a drink of coconut milk right from the shell, or a visit to a farming village where the oxen still draw water from the well. Back at Sangam, there's a chance to try your hand at cooking the special delicacy of some other country, and to enjoy it later as you enjoy the flavor of new friendships, new points of view of girls from a dozen different places. After supper, you might take a lesson on the sitar, and then tuck yourself in bed under a mosquito net. While you're at Sangam, there may be a trip to the Ellora Caves, with its Hindu temples carved centuries ago from the living rock, or a trip to the Buddhist shrines of the Ajanta Caves. This elephant was probably carved more than 1,300 years ago. You'll see Buddhists of the 20th century in their bright orange robes. See ancient and modern side by side when you visit the great city of Bombay. Take a walk by the edge of the Arabian Sea with a lovely sunset to light your way. You might go to the theater, watch a classical Indian dance. And if you're lucky, you might even catch a snake charmer's performance. Then north by train, past thatched roof houses to Agra, for a breathtaking sight of the Taj Mahal. And you, with an experience you will never forget. Now a different world, a different view. St. Paul's Cathedral in the city of London. You're at Olive House, a hostel where anyone who is or has been a member of the Girl Guide, Girl Scout movement is welcome to stay. Olive House is in the Royal Borough of Kensington, easily accessible to the West End, Piccadilly, and Westminster. You can plan trips to all the historic sites you always wanted to see in the countryside around and in London itself. Go take a look at Buckingham Palace, where British kings and queens have lived for over a century. Plan it to catch the pageantry of the changing of the guard. Visit the Houses of Parliament while Big Ben tolls the hour. Walk back up Whitehall where the Horse Guards stand watch. Feed the pigeons in Trafalgar Square. Or take a day trip to Hampton Court Palace, built in the time of Henry VIII, where today Lady Baden-Powell, World Chief Guide, has an apartment. Return then for a cup of tea in the garden of Olive House, where the warmth and friendship of other Girl Guides and Girl Scouts await you, in the quiet dusk of a London afternoon.
Neath the Grand Sierra Madre.
In Cuernavaca, Mexico, the sun is just coming up behind Popocatépetl. In another few hours, it will be shining high on our Cabaña in all its Latin American charm. The sky is always blue, flowers blossom everywhere, and the sound of music fills the air. Or so it seems to anyone remembering a visit to our Cabaña. You remember the fun you had, and that it was sometimes cloudy after all. There were the friends you made, the Mexican crafts you tried, and the party where you finally broke the piñata. There was the delicious Mexican food served up from an enormous pot, the dancing after supper, and the sharing of experiences before you went to bed. Fun, charm, yes, but there are also opportunities here for service projects, rewarding in their own different way. Like these girls, working in the National Forest in nearby Tepoztlan, curbing erosion, helping to repair the outdoor incinerator, or perhaps clearing a stream. Hard work, but worth it. Or you might take part in a day camp program for Mexican children, a program held right at the Cabaña itself. Whatever you do, your troop can be ready to plan your own session with help from the information sheet sent you earlier when you first registered. With the Cabaña as headquarters, you can go sightseeing, pick up a gift in the market at Toluca, visit the famous silver town of Tasco, and less than 50 miles away is Mexico City itself, with its modern university and its ancient Aztec ruins. It's a long way up and a very long way down. In the evening, there's a light show on the Zocalo for the whole city to enjoy. Our Cabana, Olive House, Sangam, our chalet, your own world centers, which you help support through your contributions to the Juliet Low World Friendship Fund. How do you get to go to one of these centers? You might be sent as a member of a conference, a meeting, or a special session. But most individuals and groups go on their own. Plan ahead, make their own reservations. With so many visitors, so many activities, of course, it's not possible for you to just drop in unannounced. So if you are interested in visiting one of the centers, check with your council office. Your council must endorse your membership. They will help you obtain a letter of identification, along with details on each center and information on making reservations. Who knows? One day you may be returning from our chalet, or dreaming your way home from Sangam. Next time, it may be you coming home from Olive House, or from our Cabana. Whichever it may be, you'll be returning with a new realization that as a Girl Scout, you are in truth a part of a world family of Girl Guides and Girl Scouts.